Hi, in this lecture we will talk about very important topic in Revit, the levels and grids. Levels are important because all project elements will be attached to the levels and the project 2D views will be created based on the project levels. And grids are important because they form the baseline for measurements in laying out the building and serves as reference points for the HVAC elements. If you turn off the architectural and structural models, we learned how to turn off the linked files in the previous lecture from visibility graphics window. Press on VV on your keyboard, go to Revit links and turn off the two models. As you can see, we don't have any grid in the HVAC file, and if you go to the 3D view, again go to visibility graphics and turn off the models, we still have these two levels from the default template. No need to keep them, so I will delete level 2. And if you try to delete level 1, you will not be able to, because at least your file should contain one level. Now, how to copy the levels and grids from the architectural file? Turn on the architectural file. As you can see in the architectural file, we have the SSL levels. SSL is short of structural slab level, and the FFL levels, the finish floor levels. The finish floor is the level of the tile, and the SSL level of the slab, the concrete slab. So how to copy them? From the Collaborate tab, we have this tool, Copy Monitor tool. But before that, I will go to one of the elevation views. To the east, for example. First of all, I will turn off the project coordinates, the survey point, the internal origin, and the project base point. No need to see them. Fit the view. And I will turn off the structural model. I will go to visibility graphics and I will turn off the structural model. As you can see, we need to copy these levels from the architectural file. So from Collaborate tab, go to Copy Monitor, select link. I want to copy the levels from a link, so I will select the architectural file and I will click on Copy. I will activate the multiple option from the option bar to select multiple levels and make a selection box like this. Select the levels, click on Finish to finish the selection process. Now go to Copy Monitor again and click Finish to finish the Copy Monitor command. As you can see, now if you turn off the architectural model, turn it off. As you can see, we have these levels in our HVAC file. Now fit the view by double pressing on the mouse wheel. And let's talk about the copied levels. As you can see, this is the name of the level, ground floor. How to isolate the level if you want to isolate this level or any element in Revit in the workspace. Select the element, then from here you can use this tool, hide isolate, temporary hide isolate. You can isolate the element or hide the element temporary. I will click on isolate element. As you can see, this is the name ground floor FFL, and this is the elevation of the level from 0, 0. So the elevation of this level is 150 millimeter from the 0 of the project. This is the 0 of the project, the ground floor SSL, the structural slab level is the 0 of the project, and this is the finished floor level elevation, 150 millimeter. These two levels for the first floor, second floor roof, we have for the top roof, and here we have levels for the basement. Now let's talk about this symbol, as you can see, this symbol is telling us that this level is monitoring the same level in the architectural file. If the architectural engineers move this level, Revit will notify you if you want to change the level to be same as the architectural file or keep it as it is. Now let's talk about these four symbols. As you can see here, we have four symbols around the level. This one is to show and hide this bubble, as you can see, but let me isolate it because they are too close. Or let's talk about the elbow, then I will get back to this symbol. If you click on this elbow, as you can see, if you have two close levels, you can use the elbow to overcome the overlapping issue. As you can see, now this tool, this tick, if you remove it, as you can see, you hide the bubble and the name of the level. Now this lock, if you move this level like this, all levels will move together. Now unlock and move. As you can see, you can move them one by one. For this symbol, the 3D extends, or for this command, 3D extends and 2D extends, we are going to talk about them when we create the floor plans and ceiling plans. I will keep it for later, for the 3D extends and 2D extends. So that's the first way of copying the levels or grids from the architectural file. Now I will go to the floor plan, to the 1MIC view. Now let's talk about the second way of creating levels and grids in Revit. Go to the architecture tab, to datum panel. As you can see here, we have grids and the level tool is grayed out. Why? Because we are in a 2D plan view. If you go to the east elevation, for example, as you can see now, the level tool is activated and we can create a new level. So the first way is by copying them using copy monitor. The second way is by creating them from these two tools. Now again, I will go to the 1MIC view and I will activate the architecture model. As you can see, we have these grids, the vertical grids and the horizontal grids. Now I will go to the datum panel and I will choose grid, and I will start from the bottom of the grid from here, and I will go up like this. So this grid is the first grid in the HVAC file. As you can see now, we have grid number 1, the vertical grid. Now to copy this grid, or to copy any element in Revit, how to copy elements in Revit? First, you need to select the element. As you can see here, we have the copy tool, and between two brackets, we have the shortcut of the tool CO. So you can select it and type on your keyboard CO to copy it like this. How to assign or how to add a new shortcut in Revit? Let's try to change the section shortcut. As you can see, we have SSE. I assigned it before. So how I assigned SSE as shortcut to the section tool? First, let's create a section. To create a section from the quick access toolbar or from view tab, as you can see here, we have the section tool. So I will create a section when I click in the workspace, and I will create a section like this. Now how to go to the section? You have two options, either by right click on the section and go to view, or from here, from the project browser. As you can see here, we have sections. You can go to the section. Now I will go to the 1MIC view and let's see how I assigned SSE to the section tool. From file, click on options, user interface, keyboard shortcuts, click on customize. I will search for the tool that I want to assign a shortcut for, so I will type section. As you can see here, we have SSE. I will try, for example, SEE, and I will click on assign. As you can see, you can remove this one, and now I assigned a new shortcut for this tool, and I click on OK and OK. Now I will type SEE. As you can see, now we can create a section. So that's the way that we use to assign new shortcut to the tools. No need to keep them. I will delete this section and I will delete this one. So as you can see now, I copied the first grid and we have the second grid. I will copy it again, and to copy it multiple times, from here, from the options bar, activate the multiple, and you can notice that Revit gives the names for the grids automatically. 4, 5, 6, 7. As you can see, this is the second way of creating levels or grids in Revit. Now, the third way of creating levels and grids in Revit is by using copy to clipboard and paste from clipboard. To use this tool, first we need to select the linked file grid. We learned how to select elements from linked files when we selected the wall. How to select element in linked file: first hover over on the element, press on tab key. As you can see now, the grid is highlighted. One click by the mouse. Now again, go to the second grid, hover over, press on tab. Now hold control key and one click by your mouse to select the second grid. As you can see from here, we have selected two elements. One click on this sign. As you can see, we selected two grids. Now move the mouse cursor to the third grid, hold Control key, one click to select the third grid, and so on and so forth till you select all the grids, the horizontal grids. Now I will copy to clipboard, and from here, from paste, as you can see, we have many options. For now, we are going to talk about them in details later. For now, I will choose this one, aligned to same place. Okay, this message is telling us that the family of the grid is already exist in this file, no problem. I will close this message. Now, if I turn off the architectural model, as you can see now, we have the project grids, and if you go to the 3D view, turn off the model, as you can see now, we have the levels, the project levels, and here we have the project grids. Save the file, but I noticed something in the 3D view. As you can see, this is the default level from from template, so no need to keep it level 1. We are going to define new views in the next lecture. So for this one, for level 1, I will delete it. Fit the view, save the project. In the next lecture, we are going to use these levels to create the project views. We are going to create views for the HVAC ducts, and we are going to create views for the HVAC piping. So thank you very much, and see you in the next lecture.